Our next segment today is called Who You Got. So each week we will be discussing who we genuinely believe is top 5. I'm tired of hearing people out in these streets calling Blake Griffins of the world top 5 players in their respective league or at their position. Oh, no, we're not going into that right now. No. I'm tired of hearing dudes who are not top 5, Rip Hamilton, get mentioned amongst the greats. I'm not saying no names. First of
all, you're going to stop disrespecting
Rip. Say no names, and somebody might have said Rip Hamilton is a Hall of Famer.
And let me preface this real quick. When we're doing this top 5, we're doing this currently of how this season is going. So I just want the audience to know, because some of y'all ain't watched the whole video and y'all was coming at some of our takes when y'all should have known that it happened before a certain game played out. So some of our
we look bad right now.
Yeah, so we look bad with our first top 5s, but as of November 12th, before this next set of games happen, these are the current top 5 that we believe are in the league at this position.
And since we got a bona fide killer at DB with us, I thought today was the best time to break out our list of top 5 DBs. Who wants to start us out?
I'm gonna just put it out there that Rose should and could definitely be in the league, but I'm gonna just leave that there.
Yeah, you might as well just put a Cowboy jersey on them, because they
no worse than Worley was for y'all. Can't.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I will go to bat for my man. You hear me? Like,
I don't know.
He in Texas.
Listen. At one point we had Bradley Fletcher as a corner.
Of starting us off with this one as the bona fide DB yourself.
Yeah, because I'm curious to hear this.
Y'all want me to start it off?
Yeah.
Well, top 5 DBs. Well, I'm gonna start with this is guys that's currently in the NFL.
Yes.
Okay, and this is guys. I got some guys that's currently injured. You know, it's about 1 or 2 guys.
Your list is your list. I'm not about to judge until I judge.
Right. The audience judge you.
I say. This is no order. Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters is my guy. Baltimore Ravens. Turnover king. He gets the ball in his hands. He makes plays. Not the greatest cover guy, but if you need a play made, he reminds me of an Asante Samuels type guy. So Asante is one of my favorite of all time. Of course, you got to go with Jalen Ramsey. You know, he's just like lights out. You know. Big, physical, fast, cover, makes plays. Then I'm going to go with Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year. You got to put that guy in. It's no way you cannot mention cornerback right now without mentioning that guy's name. He's very scrappy, fast, can cover, could have better hands, but he's scrappy, you know, could run with anybody, and he's a dog. He's low-key fearless. Then I got Darius Slay. I think that guy he reads, he sees, and he attacks.
They play Slay.
You know, he reads the 3 steps. And he's taking that thing to the crib. You know, he's gonna get that pick. And he's gonna go to the crib. And to let everybody know, these is all corners. I didn't put safeties in there. This is all like straight corners.
We just one corner.
And I would say. I can't say corner without Patrick Peterson, man.
Today in the year of our Lord 2020,
they don't throw that man. They don't throw him.
Well, I just want to confirm the year of our Lord 2020, Patrick Peterson.
Yes,
at 39,000 years old is who you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just want to confirm.
He still can do it.
Wow.
And I told you I had 6. I gotta add this guy in there.
Oh, we letting guests get special privileges, huh?
Hey, he's the special guest.
Because they both old. So I told you it's a 5A and it's a 5B.
Okay.
Richard Sherman.
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew it.
You can't deny him, man.
The year of our Lord 2020, right? I just want to confirm that's what we talking about. It's not 2014 talk.
Where's the top DB last year, bro? Like, stop doing that to Sherman, bro.
So
Matt, I'm sorry.
It's all about the body of work.
Okay.
So my mama told me that if I don't have nothing nice to say, I shouldn't say nothing. But in this case, I gotta say something. Your list is terrible. horrible.
His face.
What?
You got 97-year-old Patrick Peterson on this list.
They don't throw it over there, bro.
That's because Arizona's defense is bad everywhere else. That don't mean he's
What
good.
you mean? I'm covering the best guy on the field.
Listen.
I'm traveling. Guys is not he. I'm traveling with the best guy.
Hold on. I'm about to put out my list because you left off the top 2 DBs in the league right now. So I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go in a particular order for you.
Okay.
One.
So hold on. What are you judging your DBs off before you go?
Okay, so first of all, I'm a lockdown type of guy. I want that DB that if I put him in cover 0, he's going to lock it down. Okay. I want a guy that they don't want to throw to, like you were saying with Pat P. I like that type of guy, right? That's what I'm going for. But I think you must have been sleeping or you must have not thought about it when you said this because you're going to hear this name and you're immediately going to agree with me. Number 1 in the league right now is Jaire Alexander from Green Bay. Dominant. See, that's the face I was looking for right there.
So look, I like Jaire because he can punt return, he can do all of that. He don't have hands like that.
They're not throwing. First off, wait a minute. They're not throwing to him for him to have hands. They're not throwing to him.
Let's look up his targets.
We can look up his targets. He was targeted like 1 time last game. Look up his target. We can look up the target. You look up the targets, Jalen. I'm going to continue on my list. Can you please look up the targets for me? But Jaire Alexander is number 1 on my list, okay? And I that's not even really debatable to me. Number 2 on my list.
Number 1?
Number 1. Number 2 on my list, you said the wrong corner from this team. Marlon Humphreys is number 2 on my list from Baltimore. Now, Marcus Peters might have better hands, but Marlon Humphreys puts the ball on the ground and recovers fumbles. So he makes up for the lack of interceptions by fumbles. He's a better tackler. He's a lockdown corner. You can move him into the slot. You can move him outside. Like that positional versatility is insane for Marlon Humphreys right now. And he just got paid. There's a reason he just got paid when he got paid. Marcus Peters, he's a good corner. You're not wrong. I think he's a good corner. But some games you look at him as like, what are you reading? What like you're supposed to be a ball hawk, but I don't know what he's reading some games. And talking to some of my friends from Baltimore who are friends of the Ravens, they kind of hate him some games. Some games you love him. Some games you want him cut. You don't want him traded. You don't want a conditional 6th-round pick. You want him off your team. So I had to go with the better corner on that roster, Marlon Humphreys, number 2.
Marcus Peters only allowed 5 touchdowns in 2020, bro.
Already? 5 tutties?
No. Last year.
Oh, okay.
He gambles a lot.
He does get a lot.
He takes chances.
And you got to remember, he got jettisoned from the Rams. The Rams was done with him because of that. So I guess I agree.
I think it was more of his attitude.
Yeah,
that's a possibility. Well, that's possible. It's possible. But at number 3, I got Jalen Ramsey, dog. Just a dog right now in the league. I mean, if you moved him to safety, he'd be one of the best safeties in the NFL. Like you put him wherever you put him on the field, he's going to just be one of the best. Like he's a dog, great athlete, knows for the ball, always around the ball, whether it's making a tackle or making a pick. Like when you're that great of a corner, and I just always see you on the field making a play, like in a running game against the Bears. Remember that big 4th and 1 comes up, seals the edge, and makes the tackle. Like just dominant player, right? So I got him number 3. Number 4, I went with Tre'Davious White out in Buffalo. Dominant player this year. Buffalo's defense as a whole is struggling. Their defensive line, I don't know what's going on with, but he's still locking it down in that secondary. LSU stand up right there. Like he's dominating for his spot. And at number 5, I'm going with somebody a little unconventional, a little off the beaten path here. I'm going to go with James Bradbury from the Giants. He's having a great year.
That's different.
He's a zone corner. He's a primarily zone corner, but what he's doing is he's locked down on his side. And if you look at the steps that Giants defense has made in the past month, it's a lot of that you can attribute to all right, we know what we're doing on the back end now. So our D line can play a little freer and get after that quarterback because we had that extra second knowing Bradbury's back there locking things down.
Even Logan Ryan has said Bradbury coming into their secondary has been like a big help. And you got to remember, he used to play for the Panthers, so he used to go against the Julios all the time. The big time receivers like Michael Thomas and all that. So
got his money and he's performing. It's hard to doubt it.
Real quick, I'm gonna do my list. My qualification was I agree with some of the people you were, but I was doing based off of right now going into this next upcoming week of who's the best corners I see.
Oh.
So my thing was like they have to be healthy, they have to be playing and stuff like that. So for mine, I got Jalen Ramsey number one. I feel like if you take him from the secondary, we already just said it. If you take him from the secondary, they ain't shit pretty much. Like I have Jaire Alexander, it's my number two. Marlon Humphrey is my number three. I have Bryce Callahan from the Broncos as my number four.
Oh,
he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
That's a good name, though.
And that's because you gotta think in the beginning of the year he was playing just the perimeter basically, and they switched him into the slot, and like since then he hasn't really given up any yards or touchdowns at all. He's a very solid game.
The best slot corner.
I think. I'm about to say outside of Humphrey, I think he's the only other corner who hasn't really given up a touchdown yet this year. I think he only gave up one. And then my last person, which may be out there, whatever, but I just like how this kid plays, especially this year. Hope I'm saying his name right, but Xavier Howard, the corner on the Dolphins. This man got 4 interceptions, and he's been playing. He's been playing
on that cover zero.
Yeah, he be in the slot and all of that, man.
Yeah, like I seen him.
All of that.
He's that dog on their team.
He like
they just
that.
like, yo, strap him up. Strap him up. And if you test him, he's gonna make you pay. So he's.
See, I didn't know this is how we was doing it. I thought we was just talking about like coming up into the season, like.
But it's all good. But the people you mentioned, again, like if we were just talking about just in general, absolutely. But I was looking at more of up until now for just the 2020 season right now.
See, I would have. Okay.
We'll let you go again.
We'll let you go again.
No. We good. We don't worry about it.
We're not trying to do this. He's gonna be coming back with us, folks. So don't worry.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's definitely coming back.
I still like my list. I'm sticking with my list.
I like that.
I like my list.
I
think if I take my 5 lists into a game, we making plays. We coming back with at least 3-4.
I'm targeting Marcus Peters the whole game from your list. I'm hitting him with 18 double moves.
If he get one of those, we good.
That's just a true story. One of those. That's all we need is one.
All we need is one.
All right.
Gave up 6 touchdowns, but 1 pick.
All right. So my list, and actually I'm a little mad because me and Jalen, our list, somewhat similar. All right, number 1 for me, Stephon Gilmore. Like I say, can't deny Defensive Player of the Year. He's just playing phenomenal football. He's solid, somebody that you can trust on the field, a real captain of the defense. You know what I mean? Like he's a leader. I feel like, you know what I mean, and just an overall dog. My number 2, and for me, it's kind of like a 1 and 1A because I feel like Jalen Ramsey doesn't like he gets the respect, but Jalen Ramsey is a problem, Like I think there's only a really small degree of separation between him and Gilmore. Jalen is big, he's physical, you know what I mean? He's fast, like he's just a great corner. And so I love him. My number 3, Tre'Davious White. Aside from what the Buffalo Bills are doing defensively, he's having a monster season. Tre'Davious is having a monster season. I just like his versatility. I like what he's been bringing to the table and kind of anchoring that defense a little bit. My number 4.
Oh, Lord.
Rob, I say you taking way too long. You better not come out no.
Bradbury. I'm gonna have to go with Bradbury. I like the way Bradbury's playing.
I'm good at this, y'all.
Yeah. But Jalen took my freaking 5th pick, man. Yo, Xavier Howard. He's my sleeper, man.
Listen.
This kid, man.
Dog.
That's all you can say. Dog.
There are hardly any flaws in his game, y'all. Like, and that's the thing that was kind of like really shocking to me, because normally you can, in any player, you can normally pick out, what their weak point is. With this kid, yo, you put him anywhere on the field, yo. Like Jay said, you put me anywhere on God's green earth, I'll triple my worth. This kid, problem. And I think
What's crazy about him?
Yeah.
He's been doing it for some years.
Yeah.
But Miami has been struggling. But he's been good.
He's been
for
really,
some
really good.
years now.
I wanted
on because of it.
I wanted to make him 4, but Bradbury is having a really, really, really good season. And that's one thing I can't deny. And if the Dolphins weren't, in a sense, so bad, you know what I mean, in that department, he would have been my 4. But,
hold on. Now they're good. But
I mean, now they're good. I mean, because with Tua stepping in, and now they're starting to kind of get their stuff together. But I just, that's my list, man. I think that the DB position is going to get even more competitive. I wanted to have Darius Slay in there. He's right on the outside for me at 6. Even though I hate the Eagles.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Makes you feel good.
That made me feel great, actually.
Darius Slay, nice, man.
He's nice, bro. Like, and again, I like his speed. I like his reaction to the ball. You know what I mean? I like his coverage. He's not afraid to guard anybody. I love that.
I got a quick yes or no question for y'all.
All right.
Is the cornerback position starting to become as competitive for who's the top guy as the receiver position?
Yes.
I think so, if you know football.
Because before you couldn't have said that. Before you get past 3,
and
it was a drop off. But now you look at it, and man, I just, you said Darius Slay. Y'all said Darius Slay. Great corner, right? Well, I mean, Stephon Gilmore wasn't on my list because of the injury. Richard Sherman last year was an all-pro again, injured this year. But, like, it's becoming so deep, it's almost matching that receiver position. And that just makes the game of football so much more interesting to see, like, now what are defenses going to change into to match this passing league now? And that's what really makes me excited about what's going on.
Sure. I think you're going to see positions spinning up just like in the NBA, right? Big men, how big men are.
Now with the linebacker spot.
Yeah,
absolutely. Converted safeties,
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You need speed. These tight ends are freaks. These receivers are freaks. So you need speed, and you need guys who can cover that. If you can't cover it, you can't be a 4-5-5 quarter anymore. Like, right. It's just not doable in this league.
For sure.
We need 4-2, 4-3, 4-4 speed now. And it makes a difference. It makes it way different.